Money man in the thing of a T and playing no games. Should already know my name when I speak in CC Flame. Got my YouTube poppin', man. Like, subscribing, everything in between. You already know. Money man. You already know I have it up.
Shut up! 5th round, you must be out your mind. Lame. 5th round pick, but I don't move like one. Lost 40 mil, but I still ain't done. They ain't paying me right, but I made them rich. Whole city buzzing off a QB switch. 4-4-6 on a rookie scale, but the merch going diamond like I ain't failed. They post my throws, they boost they brand. Now the league looking shook, this wasn't the plan. Pay me, don't play me. Fans show up just to see me dilate. Dre sales hit like a top 3 slot. But my contract say I'm not. Pay me, run that check. I bring more than you ever instead. Run it up, business is booming, let's talk numbers. I got more views than your whole draft class. Turning haters into fans with a no-look pass. Every rethrow got a million replays. Still getting paid like a vet from no 3 days. Jerseys moving like it's Yeezy drop. Stadium full, even practice pop. From the HBCU to the coldest land. They got me cheap, but I'm the brand. Pay me, don't play me. Fans show up just to see me.
C.J. Donaldson, the West Virginia transfer, Gilmore with the tackle.
Yeah, much like Texas, rebuilt up front, Gus, the offensive line, and they really love what Austin Sarveld has done in the offseason. And on the outside, this is as talented a group of skill position players as you'll find. And Jeremiah Smith,
here we go.
That has to touch the ball early and often. He only had 1 catch for 3 yards in their last matchup against Texas in the semifinal a year ago. That has to change. If they took the cover up, go watch out for penalty.
So they dominate at the 44, running again, Donaldson, power back. He's got great size. 232, stop by Burke.
This defense, they've got a bunch of transfers, 5 of them at defensive tackle. They're going to rotate all of them, but they've got stars at every level. Colin Simmons at edge, Anthony Hill at linebacker, and Michael Taft, all of them preseason All-Americans. This secondary is terrific, but I'm watching Colin Simmons, this defensive end. He was especially down pass rusher a year ago. Now we'll see what he does on every down, in particular against the run. Ohio State 2 straight runs to start the game.
3rd down and 1 at the 49.
So what else going on, Sam Mo? Yeah.
And stop playing from the question mark of each of these defenses, which is the interior of their defensive line, and they do a great job there getting inside of the offensive line, pushing that line back, and now Ohio State will stay on the field. Gus, they'll go for it on 4th down.
From the 49. Right next to Saint.
4th and 1, they going for it. Pass. Got him. He dropped. He dropped it. Here go Armani taking the field for the first time.
Texas turns them away. Their offense back on the field when we come back.
What that boy gonna do? Jimmy had Andrew Beard at the Ohio State. Take the game, shaking my head. Hey, about 20 scouts out there. About 20 scouts. And you know they came to see Jeremiah Smith and Arch. Jeremiah Smith and Arch Manning. You know that who they came to see. I don't even know how they playing, showing this. I'm talking about. They be the brand new channel. Got 14,695 people watching. Got 33,000 people watching. Boy, you about to get channel about to get struck. Boy, his channel about to get strike. Or I better be who they say he is. That's why I'm tuning in, man. I'm telling you, I gotta do him just like I do Shador. Gotta do him just like I do Shador. That's crazy. That man got 33,000 people. He live streaming twice. How he doing that? He got 34 on one, then he got 30,000 on the other one. And he live streaming the Tennessee game. Hey. That bro bought that channel. Anyway. And that now AI channel that sell view. Hey, I don't think they selling view. Cause he live streaming the game, but he bought that channel though. Cause when I click on the video, there's a black dude picture up there, but it's a Korean Chinese dude on the videos. It looked like they cut some bamboo or something. But he live streaming the game. Oh, but he live streaming Texas at Ohio State. Yeah, crazy, man. Oh, I guess so. Except you know more than me. I don't keep up with that stuff.
That ball needs to go from Julian Sands to Jeremiah Smith. You can see the frustration. Ryan Day on the sideline telling his young quarterback, hey, man, when we got to get to number 4, that ball has got to go in his direction.
Exactly.
First down and 10 from the 49 for Texas.
Thanks. Hey, well, find me somebody that can edit my videos, Seth. Find somebody cheap. They done ran the ball twice. They gotta throw it now. Appreciate you, big dog. And where everybody view from, I guess so. They might. 36 Art Manning. Fall start. Yeah, edit my live. Yeah, like for long form video. They got a Brown about to be tanking for it. Hey, look. He probably ain't gonna come out to 27 anyway. He should have ran it.
Really good coverage. Manning wanted to go deep down the left side, but the coverage was there. And he had to just dump it down to back up.
He did that. That was the first drive.
Pursuit from that Ohio State defense to get there, make the tackle, and force the kick.
Made the owner and GM at the game. Yeah, they in Ohio. You know they were gonna be at the game. They need to be trying to trade one of them picks for Jeremiah Smith. That's what they need to be trying to trade it for. Trying to get Art Manning. They need to try to get Jeremiah Smith. What's going on? What's going on, Miss Brown? Arch ain't proved nothing. Nah, he ain't. I'm ringing my bell. How you doing? Y'all hit that like button. I can't believe. Well, I know. Got all these other channels. They live streaming the game, but they actually live streaming the game. Fake. Big Ten. Ohio. We can't even see that emoji. Selma.
Ohio State, Max Clare, the Purdue transfer, a gain of 11.
Makes up for that drop on that first series on fourth down. So he's going to come here as Smith's trying to basically clear out. And look at the attention they're paying Smith. Colin Simmons, the great pass rushing defensive end, immediately jumps out of that line of scrimmage to bump Smith, who was lined up as the number 2 wide receiver in the slot. And they were able to get to the tight end, Claire, for the first down.
51 catches for close to 700 yards and 4 touchdowns at Purdue last year. Saying, quick strike, and Smith takes his eyes off of it for a second.
We about to find out. We only had one drive.
Nerves for everybody here on the opening week. This is a ball that you don't normally see Smith drop. In fact, went and watched him practice. First thing we saw when we walked into the building, they chucked it downfield to him, and he just reached out and grabbed it one-handed. And Julian's saying, he's like, whoa, I haven't seen that much in practice.
Makes a second down.
Dropped it again. That boy trying to turn up field too quick. Yeah, I'm behind him. Yeah, there he is. You know, he came out of nowhere last year. Hold on.
If he said it, move through the storm. Move like you already won. I heard the call, had to drop the doubt. Stepped on fate, took the long route. Didn't wait on man, didn't beg for a cosign. When heaven speaks, I know it's go time. Storms hit, but I ain't stall. Rain falling, but I still stand tall. Red Sea in front, Pharaoh in back, but he told me move. Don't look back, move. When he says go, don't pause. Move. Storm coming, still move through the fog. Move. Mountain shake, but faith stands tall. Move. God don't fail, so I won't fall. No looking back, no settling in fear. I move cause I know my breakthrough's near. But this ain't a maybe, this the groove. Rule when God speaks, the chosen move. Can't sit still while the promise waits. Faith got wheels, I'm out the gates. Walking on water when the wind gets loud. Eyes on him, not the storm or crowd. Delaying denial, I still advance. Even in the fire, I'll take that chance. He didn't bring me here to quit or lose, so I lace my shoes and I move in truth. Don't get stuck in the storm. Don't let comfort be your coffin. If he said go, then your blessings in motion. Move. Before fear talks you out of what God already approved. Break the chains, take the step. Can't hold back what God has kept. I'm not waiting for perfect days. I'm moving in wild, unshakable faith. From valleys to victories, I choose the groove. Marching the promise, not stuck in the pew. If you hear him speak, this your cue. Don't just dream it. Yeah, we said it. Now it's on you. Don't stay still. Move.
He had time. He was, might be your last time, man. You got Trent right. Sack. Both of them feeling their pressure. What's going on, RG? You know what I'm saying? Can you live up to that height? That's what we're trying to tune in to see. Who you talking about, Art Man? And I ain't got nothing in the way. Yeah, he is. I mean, Texas ain't no slouch though. You gotta understand, Texas got money too. And they already established too. Ain't no rebuilding team. They just reload. Yeah, that game crazy. I want to talk about it. Well, I ain't waiting for they turn Juju. They ain't gonna turn Juju. What I seen, offense got a little stagnant. They couldn't get none of them. They ain't had none of them explosive plays like Travis gave them. But the defense, they played better, but you know, Georgia Tech, they ground and pound. They're well on you. But how you know he gonna do better? They ain't play bad. And you gotta understand, Georgia Tech ain't the same Georgia Tech like you used to seeing. Georgia Tech turning the page too. Like I told you, they had the well, they couldn't move the ball downfield like that. They couldn't move the ball downfield like that. I ain't get to watch the whole game. I ain't get to watch the first half like that. But I'm saying them explosive plays, they gotta find it somewhere. Or find their identity. The defense can only do so much. So they gonna bend.
Big News Saturday is sponsored by AT&T Business. Connecting changes everything. The stars of the national championship team return today. They got the week off. Next week, the NFL will start as they unveiled JT Tuimoloau, Travion Henderson with New England, second-round pick. Will Howard made the Steelers. So much support here with this program.
How about the drafts that they had? 7 players in the first 45 picks.
4 first-round picks, 14 players overall selected in the NFL draft from Ohio State. 2nd and 5 at the 44. Here's the handoff. Peoples makes people miss, picks up a first down. Some hard running by James Peoples.
You know, Texas was just barely outmatched. They had 12 players drafted. And Gus, I was talking to Sark on the field before the game. And we were talking about that, and he said, you know what's the most amazing part is that we both reload, and we're 1-3 in the country after all of those players are going to go play on Sundays. And he's exactly right. What Sark has done at Texas, what TJ has done at Ohio State, it's remarkable. Building these programs into
I'm a whole 2 minutes behind.
Not only in their conferences, but really in the country as well.
First down and 10 at midfield. Saying with time, near side, ball caught. And this time, it's Christian, with the reception.
You know, Sam's been accurate, hasn't he?
Yes, he has.
Even the incompletions, they've all been drops. 2 by Smith, 1 from Claire on 4th down. So the young quarterback, number 10, Julian Sayin, again, the overlooked quarterback in this game, number 1 recruit the year after Arch Manning at the quarterback position. He's come in and he has played well so far. They've run the ball. They've tried to establish themselves on the ground, and here they are across the 50 and nothing game.
Saying from Carlsbad, California. That's near San Diego. Play action fake. Sets up deep. Slings it. Incomplete. Jeremiah Smith, the target. But that one's broken up at the last minute.
I think that was 29, Grayson Littleton. How about this guy? He's just a true freshman. He's running across the field with number 4. Ohio State trying to say he got there a little bit early. Maybe, I don't know. That's a tough one to call right there. But this Littleton, I tell you, he's going to be a really good player. This coaching staff very excited about number 29, and even to the point where they're fine having him over the top of number 4, Jeremiah Smith, covering him across the field.
Littleton from Tampa, Florida. 3rd down and 4. True freshman at the 44. Saying lobs it up top. Incomplete, over the shoulder grab. Littleton in coverage. Brandon Ennis, the target. And Hero Canoe, the former Buckeye for Texas, was pressuring Julian Sayin.
Well, we're starting to see why the coaches love number 29, right? You start making plays like that. There is a flag on the field, and it is in the backfield.
Personal foul, face mask on the defense.
No, they got to hurt them.
I did see Gus Phillip Daniels, number 70. His helmet popped off, and he started jogging off to the sideline. But if it comes off your head because of a penalty, then you can stay in the game. So not only does Daniels stay in the game, but they get the free first down after those 2 nice plays from Littleton, hand up in the face from Colin Simmons.
Neither of them running like that.
The Buckeyes a bit of new life on this series.
The defense, both defense, stout.
So a first down from the Texas 29 for Ohio State.
I just said that.
CJ.
Every time I say something, they just say it.
They give it to him, and he's lucky to get across the line of scrimmage.
They ain't gonna be able to throw nothing.
I'll tell you,
they like that anyway.
They are really trying to run this football between the tackles, aren't they?
Well, Mark Ingram said that the team that wins the running game is going to win this game. And Coach Meyer during the pregame show also said, you don't want your quarterbacks in the first or even in the second quarter throwing that ball over the middle, because if it's high, it could be a pick and a turnover.
That's right. He's exactly right. Tips and overthrows wind up as turnovers.
2nd and 9 to the 28. Saying scrambles. And he will just dump it out of play. A flag, though, thrown. Jeremiah Smith looking at the official. And this is going to go against Texas.
Holding on the defense, number 4.
I'm about to change it back. They can keep that on too long. Nah, I don't think he's watching the game. No, you watch Colorado. Starkeys. Yeah, they're working hard. Got to. The Big Ten SEC football. These are two biggest conferences in college football. They still trying to pound that thing in there. Then a minute you doing name in the Ohio State Texas game. NIL money. You all think I'm gonna win the game? Hey, like I told you. Like I told you. Art Manning, that man might end up making about 10, 11, 12 million next year if he stay in college. I know I had said 20 before, but he only make like 6.8 million right now. Well, he can make about 10, 11, 12 million next year if he stay at Texas. But it all depends on how you gonna play and how the team do. But yo, it look like Ohio State might take this right now. That's what I'm saying. Like just they offense, Ohio State offense getting more in sync. And Texas, they giving up like they running that thing. Ohio State running it. He's gonna keep pounding that ball. Yeah, he need to stay. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a defensive game though. They're going for it. Yeah, the little boy, dang, they stole. It popped up on the screen. That is. Look at all that. That boy don't even look like he in college. But I'm telling you, that hard nosed football. And I hate to say it, but Colorado or Georgia Tech probably couldn't handle none of that. Going on, Valsy. And yeah, they is surrounded by blue chip. They do make it hard. Okay, you can't tell if they elevating the play, if they elevating their team play or not. But that's why a lot of they be doing good in college. Then they get to the pros, they mediocre, if some at all. If they gonna be hating, they still ain't gonna do it like they did Shador though. Yep. But I told you, it was going to be in them trenches. They had to stop Hayne King. They kept letting them getting a little momentum, and then he just finally broke loose. That's why I say, like, Georgia Tech, they so dynamic in that run. Like, I was watching some of them run play, all that misdirection they got. That was a lot of Georgia Tech do. Misdirection. Got the defense flowing one way, and they running it back the other way.
They've targeted Smith now 6 times. He's got 2 catches for 22 yards, and the Buckeyes will back 7-0 lead.
If I had their shoe off. That's why we tuning in, Miss Chantel.
Number 22, Iowa State, who beat Kansas State in the first game this season in Ireland. Then later tonight, Utah battles UCLA at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific, all on Fox. So for Texas, their first 3 drives.
That's why we tuning in.
Steve Sarkisian trying to find out what his team needs to do to start moving the football against this Buckeye defense. First down and 10 to 25. Empty backfield for Manning. He runs it. Gets outside. Shows it first.
Yeah, they're showing that athletic ability.
It's almost unfair.
Got to get them in the game a little bit.
His first start, he has to go against not only a former head coach in the NFL, a defensive coordinator for Bill Belichick, who's won 3 Super Bowls. It's like the cat and mouse game. And the big thing for Archie said he's got a great
I guess. I don't know.
Steve Sarkisian right there.
I don't know nothing about Ryan Day.
Quarterback, some free running room along that right side. Second down and 1 at the 34. And Texas will pick up the first down. And that was Reisman. Let's go downstairs to Tom Rinaldi.
That's a long wait during that Buckeye scoring drive, and you're not going to see any of
Are you talking about Georgia Tech Rivers?
from March Manning. Comes over, same routine each time. Sits and talks to his quarterback coach, A.J. Milwee, the backup, Matt Caldwell. Doesn't show a lot of emotion.
That's what I'm saying. You better be there for Jeremiah Smith.
Defensively, some real frustration from trying to show challenging his people on the front line defensively.
He got plenty of time. That ball was low.
Junior, the intended receiver. You know, when Texas scuffles a little bit offensively and when they have a hard time getting going, you go back and Steve Sark has been this way.
Well, it's 20 scouts out there, but you know, you still got Art Manager, Jeremiah Smith, Caleb Downs. You got a lot of players on both sides of this team that could and should go first round. So a lot of these boys getting looked at.
Gets it into the act. McClain there to usher him out of bounds. Great ball partner. He's got the elite speed on the outside, and that's something that Sark wants to attack with, is getting his playmakers the ball in space and an opportunity to work against that defense, and he's finally able to get the ball to Ryan Wingo. Wingo changed his number from 5 to 1 this season. Third down and 3 at the 44. Can Texas continue to move the chains? Manning. Boxes out of the pocket. First and speed. Looking for the first.
He ain't get it though.
Shot down by Styles right before it gets to the marker. Let's see if he got it. And it's a first down.
They gave it to him. Yeah, he made it.
Keeping that ball in that right arm because it's
Yeah, it was.
away from his body. He's trying to get the sticks right there, the line to gain. And how about the hit right there from Lorenzo Styles, who comes in and kind of upends him. And they're able to get the line to gain. It's a first down. Arvell Reese with pressure. First down at the 47 for Texas. Down 7-0. Play fake. Manning. He's got on court. Throws it deep.
Oh!
Nah.
The target, McClain there, as well as Matthews for Ohio State. So this is really good coverage.
He got plenty of time, though.
Elite speed right here from Ryan Wingo, and they're able to get the safety to run with him. That's Jalen McClain.
Huh?
In that opposite corner, Jermaine Matthews, he just took off from his position.
Some more what?
Deep into the field,
Yeah.
ran underneath
Water.
the route. That's number 7 right there. Excellent.
Got a whole jug over there.
Second down and 10 of the 47.
That's why they signed that Sanders boy. But that's why they drafted 2 running backs. Or they could have had a 3-headed monster. Nick Chubb, Quinshawn, and Dylan Sanders. It looked like he got that first down, but it don't matter now.
He said he could be creative with them because the knowledge of the game is elite for Caleb Downs. Number 2, Sharp knows he's got to understand where Downs is at all times. Texas 1 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. They need 10 here. Manning stepping out, and he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage. All right, Bill Reese. Good swap. I'll tell you, this is a great little move right here. Watch out, Bill Reese. He's going to turn his.
What you mean, 3 Sanders? Who the third one?
And then he goes on the stunt or the delayed blitz right there from his linebacker position. That's a little nuance, Gus. I'll tell you.
You're talking to who?
Nuance right there from Matt Patricia, teaching his linebackers how to get the
Yeah, Chubb was nasty at Georgia.
away from them. Bo Meester ready to send it away. And this one will be down deep inside Ohio State territory.
Yeah, Raheem something, yeah.
Marvell Reese and the Ohio State defense playing lights out football to start.
I don't know if they related or not. Man, you Miss Chantel, you know they ain't getting Shiloh. They barely won't. She do it. You know they ain't getting Shiloh. But yeah, I'm just saying. We're going to see what happens. But just imagine if they was at one of these schools. Now, I ain't saying. I'm just thinking imagination. If Shador went to Texas, Ohio State, Alabama, Florida, a SEC or a Big Ten school, but like, would they still have? Could they still have done that? What they did? The collateral collusion? Could they still have did that? Yeah, that pressure. Look, we know who can handle that pressure. Yeah, they did want to do it. But that's what I'm saying. I like, would it be different or not? But we'll never know. All we can do is do it on the game. We can do it on the game and see. Just saying. They precious arts. Let me Robinson, what's going on? Let me Pete Dog. Hey, you got it. That's what I was saying. Hey, I know the NFL will be the first, but I'm just saying, man, like, if you want to keep playing and like we're a team and a place that actually gonna want him, I'll go to the CFL, man. Go out there, ball out, have the opportunity to come back to the NFL. But if you don't, just stay in the CFL and just have a nice little career out there. Because it ain't like you need the money neither. But I don't know where his mind at. I don't know where his head at. But that's just my opinion.
Jack Sawyer's 83-yard fumble return for a touchdown in the fourth quarter. That was like watching a movie. It was, and he's here today. Jack Sawyer watching his Buckeye.
Well, if they lose, they ain't gonna be ranked number one no more. Yep. But that's just if you want to keep playing though.
First, he actually allowed Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimoloau to have the first word. JT telling the guys they can't handle us. We need to slow them down. No let up here. As Joel mentioned, JT's been pacing. He said it is so hard for me to not be a part of this game, but I'm doing my best to coach these guys up.
All right, Jenny, I ran into a basketball coach last night, a high school basketball coach. He said his team played against Jack Sawyer, and Sawyer had 33 and 15 bullets. He can really play the game of basketball as well. Second down and 7. Back to 5.
Well, they're gonna keep trying to run that thing though.
Well, this becomes a really big down right here because for Texas, if you can get off the field and you can get a stop here, you're going to get the ball around the 50 yards.
Hopefully you make a decision soon.
Just on your side of the field, but a defensive stop here would go a long way in creating momentum for the offense on the next series. Pete Kwiatkowski knows that.
Man, what Antonio Brown talking about shallow for? Man, I thought that dude was locked up.
Certainly playing aggressive style of defense, trying to force this punt. Third down and 3 at the 9. Lead was the little setback. Play fake. Sane in the end zone. Throws it. Caught on the sideline. That's Carnell Tate. And a first down. Tough throw for Sane, but he got it there. That was a great throw, but I think the catch was better because the coverage was all over Carnell Tate. And this is a guy we've loved for a long time, and he needs to have a big year and a big game. And right here, he comes back to the football and keeps working back to his quarterback. And he goes up and he attacks the football, gets that foot in bounds for a first down. That's a big play. The tight ends actually hit each other.
Both of them should go. Nah.
Nobody there. And watch Ryan Day looking at Carnell Tate. He says, yep, it's down. First down. First down into the 18 down to the bus. It's breathing. Here's a handoff. People's trying to get outside. Nothing. I tell you what, remember we've been working together for a few years. This is our 11th.
They on the Iowa State sideline.
15 years. Remember when they used to win games 52-50?
Well, they ain't looking at Manny then.
Back those big 12 years, man, we were doing like the Red River shootout, and it was a shootout. I still call it shootout. Okay, you can call it rivalry. I call it shootout. Whatever.
Yeah, he sure do, Archie.
Back in the Big 12 now, these are elite defenses that we're seeing play. Yes, they are. Texas.
Who did Mo Johns and you adding? I don't even see. Oh, there he is up there. Never mind. What's going on, Mo Johns? He wasn't even looking.
Some miscommunication there. Claire looked like he was out there trying to throw a block. And Sam had that pressure in his face. Had to get rid of the football. And now another big third down here. We'll see if Texas can get off.
You sent me the video?
Some good field position. Maybe not quite as good as I was talking about earlier, but still good getting into this 2-minute timeout. Really nice job of managing the game so far. Yeah, that's one of the things Will Howard, the quarterback last year, told me about saying he felt like from a decision-making perspective, he was going to be just fine. He's very careful with the football and knows where to go with it. Third down and 10 of the 18. Julian Sane. With time underneath, caught out enough for first down. Jeremiah Smith with the reception, a gain of 5. And that will take us to the 2-minute timeout. 2 minutes to go. Buckeyes on top of the Longhorns.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be a fight here. You got this from John. Then look at what they do. When you pull this out, I don't know how bro be getting the information out so quick. Yeah, he kind of do. But I love CZ. What's going on? Kitchen, what's going on? Cooper Manning's son. That Cooper's son. Cooper the oldest. I think he the oldest. You know, Peyton and Eli, they were the quarterback. Cooper, he tried to play wide receiver. I don't know why, but he did. But yeah, he do a little clickbait. I understand it though. He be trying to get the algorithm, but he got 2 channels though. And then this one is the smaller channel. And the algorithm messing with them smaller channels. That one I'm trying to make me another one. If Savage can find me somebody to edit my video, I need them AI edited video. But I'm gonna use my own content though. Oh, for real. I need it like tonight.
Low-scoring affair, 7-0 Buckeyes. Rob Scully with you on the field. Coming up on the State Farm at halftime, we'll highlight the frustrations early on, at least, of the nation's #1 player, Jeremiah Smith.
Yeah, I need it like before I get out there live. I don't put you to work, big dog. PC, what's going on?
I left my shirt in LA.
They don't believe in Dylan. They believe Dylan the backup.
And this will put it out of bounds. So in the meantime,
Your oldest son went to high school with Eli Manning. You know, they offense was stagnant. Like I said earlier, Ken, you weren't in here, but I said they ain't had no explosive plays. They ain't had no explosive plays. Colorado ain't had none.
That's right. He did. We ran into his son at the seminar. He's just like him. He's already committed as a junior to SMU. Matt Leinert's son. First down and 10 at the 47. Here's Manning.
They're too high. I don't know. He ain't living up to that height. A first half of football. You know everybody.
To the short side of the field, so that would be to their right now. I wonder if here in a big drive they'll go to that side of the field. Second down and 10 at the 47. Backs through the backfield. They give it to him. He jitterbugs and crosses the line of scrimmage.
They ain't helping them out with the run game because they sure ain't got no run game.
I'll tell you what, it's been a pretty conservative game plan for Texas, hasn't it? Yes. Patricia calling the plays defensively for that signature blitz of his ear. Back Patricia. He aired out the wings in the ear. How about that? He's got masters of that. Third down and 8 at the 49.
Manning under pressure. Takes his time, shovels it off.
You can't go downfield.
CJ Baxter. Game 6, and I love the coverage for Ohio State in the secondary.
That's where the Mannings are. Okay. Got to be ends up with Pat Shermer. Ain't help. I ain't really get a good look at the play calling, especially in the first half, but I think they just were missing them explosive plays.
By Ohio State. They've got one left. Texas is with all three.
At Burger King, celebrities don't rule the menu.
Hi, man. What do you want? A barbecue brisket waffle would be cool.
And now a timeout by UT.
They look different online. Jeez. Wow, that's a lot.
Hilton for the stay.
We got both of the draft field up.
Are you fan enough? Sponsored by Dr. Pepper. It's a pepper thing. Now Texas.
We got the 12-man league. Dang, I had to mute it. GG. I'll play it again. We had the 12-man league Sunday. So tomorrow at 9 o'clock. And then today is the 20-man league. 7 hours and 40 minutes away. The 20-man fantasy league draft is at 9:15. I go live at 9 o'clock.
Back-to-back series starting inside your 5. That takes all of that rhythm away. And that was only one timeout in 35 seconds. You're probably going to call a screen pass. And now every Texas fan just pulled out their hair. Because the last time we were in a situation just like this, right before the half and the semifinal, Ohio State just ran a nondescript screen pass to Travion Henderson, and he took it the distance right there. Some sort of safe play call, a dump off to the tight end. There's Travion Henderson on the sideline talking with JT to go out. But you're probably going to get some sort of play like that. Maybe
Yeah, you and Killings to play tonight. Oh, I ain't watching that.
certainly not going to be too aggressive right here.
I ain't worried about them.
So tight formation looks like Sam may take the lead. And he basically does. And the Buckeyes will let this clock wind down and head into the locker room with a 7-0 lead over Texas. It wasn't what we thought it would be the first half.
I'll tell you, these defenses have played really great. The young quarterback.
They got some good defense. Our man ain't did nothing. Well, Sand ain't did too much neither, but Art and Manning got all the hype. So
And find out what they're going to change in order to get something going in this second half.
All right, don't forget after the break, Joey.
And I was in tears taking the walk with Arch because he has that much love and that much compassion for me that he said, let's take this walk. And that was a wonderful moment, man. It's a moment that I would never forget. Never. because it's not like I initiated. He came to me and said, "Let's go." And that's what this college football thing is about. It's about love. It's about peace, forgiveness, trials, tribulations. You know, it's a tremendous journey that we just want these kids to develop into men. And hopefully, what transpired tonight will bring us closer together as a team, as well as challenge us to go to the next level and fix what was broken. Harge game.
I don't know, man.
Was a place where you can.
Somebody said, tell them both to kindly F off. Arch has no interest. Okay. My goodness. Now let's check out what Colin Cowherd said, man. Now, Colin Cowherd said this a couple months ago. Listen to this.
In fact, this is the worst kept secret in the South. Haslam, Jimmy, owner of the Browns, huge SEC Tennessee booster, leans heavily on the Manning family. Very close to the Manning family. Yes, that's not make-believe. Arch Manning is part of the Manning family, and this is where Nick Saban comes in. Saban is incredibly close to not only Jimmy Haslam, but Saban's close to the Manning family as well. And so Saban, if he could land, I'm told, a top quarterback like Harbaugh going to the Chargers for Herbert, he would take a phone call for the NFL. And there are two teams guaranteed to be awful this year in the NFL. Cleveland and the Saints. Nick Saban has coached in Cleveland with the Browns under the Belichick staff, and he coached at LSU. This is not a conspiracy theory. Haslam's circle of trust, according to an article in The Athletic last year, is the Manning family and Jimmy Sexton and Bill Parcells. Sexton is Nick Saban's agent. So the Mannings are royalty in New Orleans. The Children's Hospital in New Orleans is called the Mannings Children's Hospital. And the Mannings are royalty to Jimmy Haslam. Jimmy Haslam also loves headlines. That's why he pushed to draft Johnny Manziel and Baker.
Man, I don't know what Colin got going on. Like, they got off TV and they went straight to you. I don't even see they hear about they being on TV no more like that. But yeah. Yeah, Haslam out there, yep. But yeah, I know Dion Mid having them out there, but yeah, the game wasn't that bad. They actually ran the ball pretty good. Better than they have the last 2 years with their running back. And then K-Salt did his thing, but you know, I don't know. I had to go back and look at it and try to get a bird's eye view. Y'all know how I break down that film for y'all. I had to look at it again to actually see, like, okay, what happened here, what happened there, or what didn't happen, or what was supposed to happen, what didn't happen. Cause I know it was a couple plays Colorado ran, and it was like a busted play because either K-Salt turned the wrong way, they hand the ball off, or the running back did something wrong. But you're going to have that, though, just because everybody's new. You know, the quarterback, the running back, everything new. So, you know, it's going to take a little time. It's going to take a little time to get acclimated. Nah, what did Joe Thomas say? Yeah, first game, they're going to be okay. But I like what I seen, though, for the trenches. And they were flying around the ball. They created all them turnovers in the beginning, even though they were unforced. you know, they just fumbled the ball. Georgia Tech did, and then what else? I'm trying to remember because I couldn't watch the whole thing. I watched mainly most of the second half, but like I said, they got to find their true number one receiver or their go-to guy. You think? Nah, Georgia Tech, they tough though. They fundamentally sound. Hold on. These some long commercials.
Soccer. Along with the showdown in Columbus, we've got 2 more games on tap here on Fox. Coming up next, 22nd ranked Iowa State, coming off that season opening win over K-State. They host South Dakota. The nightcap, Nico Iamaleava makes his much anticipated debut for UCLA as they take on Utah at 11 Eastern. Lone sack of this game came in the second quarter. The Buckeyes got Arch Manning to the turf. 0 Longhorn points so far inside the historic Horseshoe. We welcome you back to the State Farm College Football Halftime Show like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. Glad you're here with us inside the Horseshoe. Rob Stokes, Brady Quick, Mark Ingram, Matt Reiner, and
Did you see the argument with Tony G? Yeah, I played it on here.
hasn't exactly caught fire on the field as of yet. And we highlight his first half with our State Farm halftime highlights. Matt, what you see?
Yeah, I mean, obviously underwhelming. You do have to credit this Ohio State defense, but this is the first year trying to get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you're right, RJ. When you bring in 20 or 30 players every year, or you know, you can't like build a program with cultural established because it's gonna change because your players gonna change. But if you like Texas, Ohio State, well, your players, your good players, they might stay until they get drafted, at least 3 years. But at the same time, they be transferring too. But I think some of them be jumping in there expecting they're going to get something better or bigger, and they don't.
So clearly, it's no-throw coverage. It's hard to find anyone open for our expanding. The other thing, though, when people focus on the rush, they're rushing to contain him in the pocket. They feel confident about their ability to cover downfield because they're waiting for Arch to rely on those legs we talked about. They know he's athletic. They know he's outside the pocket. They probably need to add some more quarterback design runs in order for him to get into a rhythm and be more effective. But I want to talk about the other superstar in this game, Jeremiah Smith. Got to a slow start, a bit frustrating, had a couple of drops. This one on the 4th down, a flashing shot. They've got one-on-one. You have to take the shot. And Vaughn has put a Max Curry dropped on the sideline, but you sense his frustration.
You don't see what the mad at. Well, he got to wait the whole season to see what it's about. If he really what they say he is or he ain't.
They ended up getting him back in the game. He's the leading receiver for Ohio State right now. They're doing a good job of moving him around. Credit Brian Hartline for getting him back, your best player back in the game and getting him going. And honestly, guys, Joint saying he's been stoned so far. I mean, if there was any nerves whatsoever, you could not tell right out the gate. Right. He's just throwing accurate footballs, taking care of the football as well. Guys, I want to talk about what could have been. There's a couple coaching decisions early in this game when you have an elite defense. Unfortunately, that's a great defense, a young quarterback, play field position. There's 4 fourth downs in the first half. 3 of them, I was like, what are we doing? So take a look at these. The first one, this 4th and short, I can see maybe going up, but that's you have a young quarterback and a great defense, punt the ball. This one, I don't understand.
But I'm saying, like, Mel Robinson did first game as the true starter. Yeah, I don't know if Cleveland gonna get him or not, but He got to come out. He got to declare for the draft first.
Quarterbacks make mistakes, Mark. And you mentioned the fourth down that they've been going for it. Ohio State scored on their fourth down conversion here on the goal line, and it probably wouldn't have been that case if it wasn't for Texas with their history. They had 2 big penalties on defense, which allowed them to keep going into the red zone. Here you see right here, Kyle Simmons with the face mask. They had the third down stop, and this kid put them for a first down. Then you see the holding here. Gave them another first down and put them in the red zone.
Yep, media hype right now only. But we gonna see.
They're only down 1 touchdown. They're only down one. They're one big play. They're right back in the game. And that's what you have to be appreciating if you're Sarge, and also Sarge. If you are only one big play out of this thing, don't be shocked if they don't find a way of getting Ryan Wingo to the football. He's explosive. He's dangerous. Ohio State know that. They've been able to keep it on top of him so far, but be careful that second half.
Yep.
I would against the field position. Make say and make a mistake. If you get a chance, put that ball down and play for the I hear that call. Well, I watch that. That's all I've got.
Cleveland, that ain't hard for Cleveland to do, Miss Antel, to lose most of their game. They were doing that anyway. But they don't need a quarterback, though.
No turnovers in this game. Texas, though, just 1 of 7 on third down. Tennessee, they had to endure some offseason quarterback carousel activity. In the end, they settled on former UCLA signal caller Joey Aguilar. His first start as the Vols came into Atlanta to take on Syracuse. There's Aguilar, former UCLA QB. I'll see Brady. 10-0 Tennessee already, and we got a script. Colton Wood takes it to the house, 17-0. There's Aguilar. Braylon Staley, 73-yard touchdown. Aguilar 8 of 16, 163 yards, and this one touchdown. Up top. Go, there you go. We back to the year. Yes, sir. Mississippi State on the road at Southern Miss. Charles Huff making his head coaching debut for Southern Miss. Raven Blackman pass tip from Davis.
What Cole Hood doing?
Next concentration, that tied it at 10. Mississippi State, though, up 3 at the break. Maryland hosting FAU. Can't help we back. The story, though, true freshman down the sideline. He is 21-33, 208 yards, 3 touchdowns. Mariota with his debut as Purdue's head coach. Boilermakers hosting Ball State. Ryan Brown, 11-14, 204, and ball touchdown. Under duress, not a eyeball.
Get in there, young man. Strike up the band.
We're going to be in Evanston in a couple weeks as Northwestern hosts Oregon. Today, though, they're in New Orleans taking on Tulane. Jake Breathless, number 8 from BYU.
Hold on.
The keeper. Now charged for Tulane. Back up a football player. 20-3 at the break for Tulane. Duquesne taking on Pitt. Eli Holsting. Gutierrez hits. Oh,
look, Mom, one hand.
I gotta say it, Chase.
All Panthers at the break. VMI at Navy, second quarter, Michigan up 7-0, Blake Horvath. Touchdown pass.
You were there, Andy. They're throwing the football around there, boys. There you go. That's why I'm going, there you go.
Alex Sexton takes it up the middle.
One highlight, Brady. Come on.
Now 28-0.
Man, I don't know why Colton left, but his brother left too.
Like the story of the day that they got good defense, absolutely dominant in all these games. Yeah.
Punches it in over the turnover. 7-2. Next week, hello Ames. Then I'll wait to see Iowa State, that great rivalry game against the Hawkeyes, Iowa State, on our air later today here on Fox as they look to start their season 2-0. That's where we will be next week. Okay.
You know we vibe at all times.
Mark, how many pieces of your wardrobe have you ripped today?
Hey, man, why are you hating on me in front of the whole world?
Well,
I just want to know.
is that the case? And I guess you gotta go. He clean on the sideline. I think he went to Western Kentucky, I think.
Wednesday, Adams. My meal of misfortune is now Wendy's. It's pure torture with uniquely excruciating dips of dread. Enjoy the anguish.
Keep your eyes wide open. Murder in a small town, Tuesday, September 23rd on Fox.
Thanks for having me here. You're learning lawyer friend.
Okay.
You see that brother on nature's on up there?
Yeah.
That's all I paid for it. Do you know what you want?
Yeah. I think I do.
Enjoy your new
All
car.
right, thanks, but I feel so right. It almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Lease a Hyundai Elantra for $199 a month, or get 2.99% APR or $1,250 bonus cash. Hurry in.
I don't even know what to say. The NFL doing an investigation on Judkins, and they probably still gonna suspend them after whatever they come out with a verdict. But he still ain't signed no contract.
Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is.
Nah, they ain't gonna get him that high when he play like this. But they gonna look at the competition. Just like if either one of these teams loses, they ain't gonna drop back out the top 5. They not.
We are professional grade.
Fox 5 is here to help you stay informed. Check out Fox Local for your streaming device.
It's a rarity. It is a commitment to run towards the rare moments, the gifts like today. To take on the pressure, the venue, the name. The number 1 team in the country.
Yeah, but ain't no but. That's what it is right now. Cause he sure ain't did nothing yet. But
Ohio State Buckeyes. What an opening. Big Saturday is sponsored by AT&T Business. Connecting changes everything. Welcome back to Columbus. And we're ready to start the second half. Ohio State with a 7-0 lead over Texas. Gus Johnson along with Joel Klatt. We were thinking offensive explosions. Arch Manning, Jeremiah Smith. Different stories, yeah.
it was it.
They really were. Even some of those young players, the unproven defensive lines. There was also some.
Let's see what he do this second half, cause he definitely gonna be the talk. But they were like, well, he went against Ohio State.
With Arch, and that was where all the focus was to begin this game. And Arch Manning came in, and let's face it, it was a sloppy first half. That was really his first pass attempt right there. It was thrown at the feet, and then the defense got going. They got after him from a pressure standpoint. They made it tough on him from a coverage standpoint. Then Texas's defense made a mistake on third down. The face mask penalty on Colin Simmons gave Ohio State new life. They took advantage of that penalty, and they pushed it in the end zone. C.J. Donaldson in the end zone, that's where we stand. These offenses are going to have to make major changes here at halftime in order to get themselves going. All right, let's go downstairs to Tom Rinaldi.
Gus, thank you very much. Talking to Steve Sarkisian, he started on the defensive side of the ball and said those penalties were crucial mistakes that have led to the only points in the game so far. On the offensive side, 1 for 7 on third down. And he said that's been the problem. We need greater efficiency on first down to try to create some rhythm and momentum. As for his quarterback, Arch Manning, he was simple. We need to get in some completions and get into the rhythm, and we'll be fine. That'll be mission 1 on that side of the ball, guys.
Thank you, Tom. How do you do that if you're Steve Sarkisian?
Yes, I think it's easy throws. Remember the throw to Brian Wingo that we saw? And it was really the only one that was a quick throw on the outside, almost a wide receiver screen. I would expect more of that because it allows Arch not to think and not to have to play in rhythm, Gus. He can just get the ball, throw it out right away. It's an easy completion. I'll also expect them to get Arch involved in the run game and get him outside of the pocket, rolling outside of the pocket. Those are the ways that you can get a young quarterback going.
I'm not sure if Peyton and Eli are here and Archie is here. I wonder what they're thinking right now. Probably the same kind of stuff.
7-0. Texas probably feels pretty good. The way that first half went, I'm sure that they feel pretty good that they're only down 7-0.
So Ohio State will get the ball to start the second half. A lot of enthusiasm, positive energy here at the shoot for both these teams. 1 versus 3. In some polls, it's 1 versus 2. Let's go with that poll. We'll start. We'll send it off. James Beavers, the defense. And Brandon Ennis as well. They're caught. Let's go downstairs to Jenny Bass.
Well, guys, the first thing I asked Coach Dave going into the locker room was how he's feeling about his quarterback, Julian Sayin, the rhythm he was able to find in the first half. He actually said I really liked his composure, especially considering we did have a couple of those drops early. Well, speaking of those drops, a few from Jeremiah Smith, something we're not used to. I asked Dave, are you planning to talk to Jeremiah Smith? Any words? He said simply, no, he is good. Now, as for the defense, a great start for the Buckeyes. He said they need to continue to stop the run. He also anticipates it's something they will be ready for the great
Here we go.
for the Buckeyes getting the ball in the second half.
All right, Jenny, thank you. First and 10 with 25 for Julian Sayin, who managed the game extremely well in the first half. No costly mistakes. Underneath, throws a strike, and it's caught by Jeremiah Smith.
It's a good way to start getting him the ball. Remember, this Texas team held Jeremiah Smith to 1 catch for 3 yards in that semifinal matchup a year ago. And talking to Ryan Day the entire offseason, he was like, that won't happen again. And you can see the concerted effort they've gone to getting number 4 of the ball and his touches. That's now 7 total.
Ain't nobody saying that.
He's got a couple of drops, yes, but he's got completions, and they also got that holding call on second down.
2nd and 4. Here's a run game now. Just think about some of the things Jeremiah Smith did as a freshman.
Okay.
Big catch receiver.
I'm already going viral.
Freshman records for catches, receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, and receiving yards in a single game. And he's a baby.
Yeah, I mean, there's only 2 true freshmen. I said this last year. There's only 2 true freshmen that I've ever felt could play at whatever level of football possible when they were 18 years old. And that was Adrian Peterson and Jeremiah Smith. They proved that with a monster year production-wise a year ago.
3rd down and 4 at the 31. Sayin, looking, sideline, incomplete, broken up. Nice defense this time.
Well, that was good cover, though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Redirects the football, and the Buckeyes will have the punt.
Yeah, good coverage by Malik Muhammad right here. He's going to be physical. Remember, he got
Man, they ain't gonna talk about them bad like they did Shador, though. Not as bad. Like if he play bad, they gonna talk about him, but they gonna keep their positivity. They ain't gonna do him like Shador. Like it's straight negative. Ain't no positivity nowhere.
Third number one team shut out in the first half since 2014. Look at those games: Texas and Georgia, LSU and Alabama, and obviously monster matchups there. Quite see what the flag. I think it was incidental because maybe just fell out of the pocket of the official. So I didn't hear a call. I didn't. Flag was on the field. Yeah, they play on here. So first down and 10 for Arch Manning at the 29. Let's see what kind of adjustments Texas has made during the halftime period. And this is Wiseman.
They probably better run all night.
Travion Wiseman. They call him Trey, but his mom Angie says no. My boy's name is Quintravion. Well, Quintravion is the SEC's leading returning rusher and certainly a really quality player. On second down and 4, Weiser picks up the first down. So I thought the first half was very unsark characteristic. You know, like he normally has a lot of motion and a lot of things to put pressure on the eyes of the defense and side-to-side type movement. And now you're starting to see a little tempo here. They're going to go fast. First down to 41. Because I would expect more tempo. I would expect more motion.
But yeah, they would treat Dylan Gabriel like a first rounder. And they would treat him like he better than Shador. So of course people gonna start believing they ain't keeping up with it, or no football, or just don't like Shador at all. So then of course they're gonna do it. Look at him. Look at him. That's the athletic ability there. I know they've been calling him generational talent, but that's because, like you said, his last name.
Especially the athleticism and the elusiveness right there, right? He steps away from the defender and he steps away from it. But Mason, what a great run to pick up the first down. It looked like a couple of Buckeyes had a chance at him, and he still able to get first down.
What the he had said, I said.
14-yard gain. And they'll hand it off. Weiser gets to the edge. Squares.
Did they best drive? They don't have. Texas did their best drive. You ain't heard nothing about Arch Manning. You better be living in the bubble. Yeah, Arch Manning hyped up. Probably even more than Shador in a positive way.
You mentioned in the pedigree speaks for itself of Peyton, Eli, and Archie. But when we spoke to Arch this week, he said, please give my mom, Ellen, some love. Track and field, volleyball, and soccer star back in New Orleans. The all-district selection as a high jumper. She's in her high school's Hall of Fame, and it's an all-go class.
I guess so.
There you go, Arch. That's right. That's Allen's baby up there. First down and 10 for 6. And the handoff. Baxter. It's so interesting, Joel.
They ain't struggling. They moving they moving the ball now. Where the team, Archie is, yep.
Look at this. There you go. Now you got Archie. He's just trying to build a career for himself.
Your granddad. Dang.
Sun Styles comes up and makes the hit on CJ Baxter.
Oh man, looking like Casey Salt.
One of the questions surrounding this team was the depth at defensive line, and now in a long series, you're starting to see this defensive line wear out. Wouldn't be surprised if Texas is just able to run for this right here. Third down and 2 to the 28. The handoff to Baxter breaks it back another first down. I remember last year going into
they getting their little groove.
Texas starts it. The strategy was
Dude from Gilligan Island. Who?
Tired of the defensive line out, and then run it right at them with their gas. Yeah, you remember those two great defensive tackles that Michigan had, obviously. And Surratt and Mason Graham, and that worked out for Sark in Texas, and they played a great game. Now, the first half did not go how Texas imagined it going here today, but they're starting to find a rhythm here offensively on this series. First series of the second half at the 20. And a slingshot to the sideline. Caught by Moore. He's close to another first down. Imanosa with the tackle after a 9-yard gain.
Yeah, more of that if I was a Texas fan. Again, a little play fake from Arjun, and he's on the edge. I guess he's hard.
Yeah, you're going to be okay. Then the thing want to freeze or what happened?
Yeah, starting to get a chance to play here in the big house.
There you go.
And the shoe against the defending. Don't say that. And the shoe against the defending national champion, and nice first down. First down and goal at the 9.
Gilligan Island. What?
Straight ahead with Wiggle, and he'll get inside the Ohio State 5 as he gains 5. Arvell Reese with the tackle. Can't wait to see the game plan here from Sark, because last year's Ohio State team was as good as we've seen in a long time inside the 5-yard line and goal line situations. It's one of the reasons why Texas threw that toss sweep, if you remember famously, inside of the 5-yard line in the national semifinal and pushed them all the way back right before Jack Sawyer took it to the house the other direction.
Second down and goal at the 4. Manning runs it. Looking. Gain about a yard.
On these crucial type of plays.
Look, that's the play call.
I can tell who that is down there. In the meantime, we'll take a quick break. Back in a moment.
The ultimate BLT.
Yeah, they did. I bet he looked all game. They moving that ball though. We're gonna see if they put it in there.
Fuel up now in the Subway app.
Here we go. I'm right here.
Trailing 7-0. Third down and goal at the 3. Can the Longhorns punch this one in?
motion. They'll hand it off.
Hey, they moving that pile though.
Looks like at the 1-inch line, gains about 2 yards on the play.
Man, this is just like a carbon copy of last year, right? Ohio State's so good. Inside the 5, Texas will go for it here. 4th down.
You better get a push out that line. Quarterback sneak got stopped.
Dang.
He got stopped. That was a bad play call. That was a bad play call. That's what I'm saying. I would have did a play action or a bootleg. You see they cry in the middle.
Superstitions, Matt?
Hi, Carly. It's a good thing Discover makes it easy to be a Big Ten fan.
Totally. I get cash back on my rally cap.
Cash back on my favorite glove.
Cash back on my Lucky Shamrock.
Cash back on my game day chicken wings.
Cash back on my one cleat.
Even earn cash back on my lucky. Oh,
You win. Next round's on me.
Earn cash back on every purchase with Discover, the official card of the Big Ten.
on September 5th.
It's real! It wants to kill us!
Mm-mm.
Most terrifying true story in the
Man in trad.
The Conjuring Last Rights, rated R.
I think he got there first now.
Get up to 22 hours of battery life with Snapdragon.
They play Grambling. Oh my goodness.
Introducing the Commissioner of Coverage, the Aflac Duck. Commissioner.
So do.
Who pays you cash to help with your medical bills? Aflac. The Commissioner has
Ain't nothing but a money game anyway though.
get help with expenses health insurance doesn't cover with Aflac. Y'all can ask about it at work.
Weight loss by hands.
Nothing but a money game. Hey man.
With options like GLP-1 injections.
Grambling, y'all come up here to Ohio State. How much y'all gonna charge us to beat up on you?
Plus, get guidance on nutrition, movement, sleep, hydration, and answers when you need them. 100%.
No, I ain't been watching the.
With weight loss by hands.
Well, I had missed a little bit.
GLP-1 injections starting at $199 a month.
Well, I watched the game
Get started today at Insta.
for the most part from the beginning.
Ensuring new football.
Oh nah, I ain't watched that then. I thought that was the first drive.
In no way be able to handle it.
I thought when I got on, Ohio State had the ball already.
In a 5-pound bag of cherry. Come on, man. You gotta look off the safety before when the safety rotates down. Just rip the seam. Nobody knows football. Come on, we do better. Like Tom Brady. Not that hard.
Big News Saturday is sponsored by Discover. It pays to discover. On their way to winning the national championship last season, Ohio State's defense was good, but not great. Having several goal line stands throughout the year, they were able to stop Oregon, Nebraska, Penn State, and even Texas in the college football playoff semifinals. And just a moment ago, and a great push right there from the interior. And Texas has got to be just beside themselves. Steve Sarkisian knows they ended their season basically inside the 5 against Ohio State. They had first and goal from the 1 and couldn't punch it in. And right here, from inside the 1, they can't get in the end zone.
So Ohio State takes over at their own 1-yard line. Donaldson leading the backfield and saying, just try to give a little breathing.
I'll tell you what's so difficult. The goal of this series is just to get a first down and then maybe a second to try to help the field position. 2 first downs. That's the goal of the series. That's what you tell your young quarterback. But even within that, if you can't get a first down, you've got to get the ball away from the goal line.
They can pick who they want to pick, but
football with just 11, 12 yards behind the snap, it's got to be such a quick kick, a one-stepping kick, that generally speaking, that punt only gets out to about the 40-yard line. You set up the opposition with great field position. So right here, this is an important series for Ohio State trying to get away from their own goal line.
2nd and 9 at the 2. Play fake, saying, scrambling, flag on the play in the end zone.
It might be a safety.
If that's on the offense, that's going to be a safety.
Penalty in the end zone, that's safety. Look, Brett.
I think they could probably call either. You got the linebacker LaFau. He comes in number 18 in the middle.
I know what I'm doing.
And Gus, he's going against the offensive line. His hands are 2 fouls on the play, 1 on each team.
Wow. It caught up. Yeah, ain't no safety. They all set.
David Smith, our official, is our SEC officials today. I think that's a great job of
Sure do.
this play. It's a tough look because you don't see LaFau right there. His hands were initially up in the face of Hinsman.
$1 million? Nah, ain't no way.
He holds on. So watch right there. Okay, so see, there's the hand that you're seeing right there. Hand in the face. That's what's called originally.
There gotta be more than $1 million.
That's really good officiating from this crew.
So 2nd and 9 at the 2. Again. Saying, hands it off straight ahead, no room, no gate. Donaldson, Ethan Burton there defensively.
Now the situation I just explained to us about that room for your punter. Now it's not even really about the first down. You'd love to move the chains, there's no doubt. But you've got to get this ball away from the goal line if you're Ryan Day and the Buckeyes. Because a short punt, it's called a quick kick, a short punt is going to set Texas up with beautiful field position and certainly something that Pete Kwiatkowski is thinking about. He's the defensive coordinator for Texas. Probably looking at an aggressive look here from their defense.
3rd down and 9 at the 2. Saying, hands it off again. This time they'll get a little breathing room. As C.J. Donaldson will pick up 6.
4 down.
They tried to spread the formation out. You saw all those wide receivers wide and then bring them tight end back in motion just to try to get some space for that interior run, and they were able to pick up some yardage and get some room.
So Joe McGuire about 8 yards deep in his own end zone. Ryan Devlin standing inside of Ohio State territory at 44. To the sideline. Takes a bounce and out of bounds around the 45, 46. A 45-yard punt, well done by McGuire. Coming up, Texas with very solid field position. Under quarter play.
Hey, they definitely a defensive game.
As an official sponsor of the NFL, Jersey Mike's wants you, Eli Manning, to be our new spokesperson.
They got all the manners in commercial.
Hold on. Jersey Mike's new spokesperson. Let me hear from It's not about.
When you're with Amex Platinum, you can go the distance for what you love. And with travel perks like guaranteed 4 p.m. checkout with 5 hotels and resorts, you have more time to celebrate. That's the powerful backing of American Express.
I think I like sports now.
No way. The gecko was just spotted down the street.
I've always wanted to meet him. Ever since Gecko's 24/7 emergency roadside service got us out of a jam.
Sounds like you got more than just savings. That might do.
Payne Manning got a song?
Something to drink?
Oh, yes, what a tea, lovely. And a root beer with lots of ice.
Yeah, you kind of look like someone.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
My cousin Daryl.
Oh, he does look like Daryl.
How do we choose? I know. Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
Tough combo. I see some serums which hydrate without being too heavy.
What about Korean locals use?
Essence is like a light serum that's popular here.
Which one? Now this is legit. I'm a tennis player, but I'm more than just an athlete. You don't know your body's gonna recover through a pregnancy. You have to fight really hard. Nothing is ever over.
You got to lead them on the scoring drive. This little short field they got. Where they starting on the positive side. Man, talking about Philly cheesesteak there, Jerry's and Mike. He got the player, the offensive line, the running game, the defense. He got everything.
Yes, this place has been rocking. And Buckeye Nation is fired up. But Texas has found the rhythm here in the second half. The last time
So you saying the band get something?
70 yards, 7 minutes, 4 points.
For playing up there?
DJ Campbell, the right guard.
And he's the experienced guy up front. He's the one that has started a bunch of football games for them, trying to perfect his craft. He's a former 5-star. There's number 52, and he's going up, and he's just going to see Peyton Pierce and give him a big old hug. It's like it's Christmas right there on the second level. Hey, man. How you doing? How you doing?
First down on 15 at the 45. They'll run it with Weiser. And he's getting tackled.
Thought he had fumbled the ball.
Do you think Sark would just start letting him throw it?
Well, I think they've tried. This second
Yeah, I figured. I know. I was just saying based on what you had said. I know Grambling, the football team, gonna get that money.
You don't want to just blindly throw the ball in the middle. And so I think Ohio State is largely taking that away, Gus.
Play fake. Manning, he'll throw it this time.
Intercepted. Sheesh.
Matthews Jr.
About to be over with for him.
And I think you were right, partner. Well, there's a reason they haven't been doing this. The coverage has been excellent. Matthews basically runs the route for him. Wingo tries to go back to the sideline. But
Yep.
alive. And Jermaine Matthews picks it off. A turnover. The Buckeyes are on offense when we come back.
They gonna be there. They lose the game. Look.
Restaurant quality meals that actually support your wellness goals. My name is Pete.
It ain't the fact that they lose the game. It's if they lose the game and he play bad. That's what I'm saying. That what gonna be talked about. It ain't the fact that Texas lost to Ohio State. It gonna be that Arch Manning played bad. Is he really that good? Is he really good? They gonna start that thing, but they ain't still ain't gonna be a negative. Look at them. They was on them twin girl. They was on the Extraordinary Family. That one, not her. Yeah, I think it was her. Did a makeover, dressed up like a female. I know, but they wear tomboy clothes. They dress up tomboyish, and she did a makeover. The wig was no. They should have just did something with her real hair, but she had put a dress on and some heels and stuff. And they twins, and they like British. I ain't jinxed nothing. You the one said it. It's 20 people out there. They scouting everybody. It's 20 scouts out there. They got to be looking at everybody, though. Browns, I mean.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line powered with unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network for just $19 a month for 1 year, guaranteed. But you already knew all that, didn't you? Watch season 1 of Critically Acclaimed Doc anytime.
I will be a doctor again.
Before it returns for thrilling returns Tuesday, September 23rd on Fox.
The NFL regular season kicks off on Fox September 7th as the Giants take on
Man, God got a way of showing you. Or Jesus, I'm telling you, even if it ain't even the fact that Art Manning done did something, it's just the fact people put his name in the same thing with Dylan Gabriel. They putting their name in the situation against Shador. So now they ain't even the ones that's doing it besides Dylan Gabriel, what he said. And I still believe he was talking about Shador. I don't care what he talking about. Talking about entertainment or the media and all that. Nah, you talking about Shador. But that's just how he working.
Motion outside, get those guys spread out, and then just run a little dump route over the middle of the field. That's how they can try and get Smith the ball and more creative ways to Smith the coverage. Second and 7 at the 35. Donaldson. And he's written down after a gain of 3. And as that defense continues to play well, now what you start thinking about is trying to get them a little bit of a rest. You know, before that pick, the last series that defense was out there was 15 plays. And where do you go on third down? Well, it's going to give Smith target game, and obviously you would anticipate that. The other guys have not really played a factor. I would expect Carnell Tate in the second half to have a big catch, Gus, sometime. Maybe Max Clare, but one of those guys, because of the double coverage on Smith, they're going to...
Man, look, I ain't about to determine that not one game. He ain't playing good, but I ain't about to say he trash.
First down, yes, for Ohio State's Jeremiah Smith. Ran a great route, caught it in stride, and a gain 7 on 3rd and 4. He's so physical at the top of his route. Watch, he's going to be working against Malik Muhammad right here, and it's a slow release, and then just hands right there. Maybe gets away a little push-off, but creates space for himself. How easy is that for Julian Sand? Big, wide open passing window, and you're throwing the best wide receiver in the sport. That is just a pitch and a catch for a first down. Smith, 5 catches, 40 yards. First down at the 45. Sand goes through his progressions, checks it down to Donaldson. He gets his shoulder square and out of bounds. About a yard and a half short of the first. Yeah, I think this is a big.
Because Shador, first of all, Manning white, Shador black. They already had a hatred towards Shador. Don't nobody hate Arch like that. So that's why. And I can keep going on and on.
Donaldson at West Virginia, Gus, was an H-back style tight end at times and a running back. So he's got that background where he knows how to catch the football. He's been a receiver before, and they certainly took advantage there on the last play. 32 catches in his career and 1 touchdown for Donaldson. And that takes us to the end of the 3rd. Coming up, the 4th quarter, our score, Ohio State 7.
Hold on.
Nothing.
Say Straight up. Cleveland cold. But I was colder before I got here. 12 degrees. Cold. 12 on the back, wrist on frost. AP dancing like it know what it costs. Pressure in the pocket, I don't even blink. Throwing frozen ropes with a gold link. Ice round my neck, game on lock. Touchdown pose like I own the block. Cleveland snow, that's light to me. I've been cold since the HBC. 12 degrees, ice in the play. Gold on my neck, got the dog pound weight. AP time, no sled on the face. 12 on my back, I control this place. 12 degrees, still throwing that flame. Froze it out, but I melt the game. QB cool, I'm folding the heat. My drip too cold, even snow on the cleats. Say pressure bust pipes, not shine me. 12 degrees, but the world's still behind me. Game on ice like a glacier scheme. Chain too heavy for the Nike team, but I move like steps to divine. Every pass perfect, every moment mine, yeah. 12 degrees, ice in the play. Gold on my neck, got the dog pound weight. AP time, no sled on the face. 12 on my back, I control this place. 12 degrees, still throwing that flame. Froze it out, but I melt the game. 12 ain't just a number. It's a temp check. If I'm here, it's cold, and I'm just getting warm. I'm just come change to change. I freeze and rise. I throw like a storm under Cleveland skies.
But yeah, nah, it's bigger than the race thing, Brett. It ain't just about that. What I'm saying is, they gonna talk bad about Arch, but it ain't gonna be to the extent of what they did to Shador. Shador already had, they didn't like Dion. What they did and said during the pre-draft, all these different narratives, they ain't gonna do that to Arch Manning. They ain't gonna collateral collude. They ain't gonna put no collusion against Arch Manning. They ain't gonna do that. And part of it is because he's white. They're not going to do him like that. Because they're going to want to glorify him so they can start getting back white quarterbacks in the league. Even though he still got a brain. That part of it too.
Big News Saturday is sponsored by AT&T Business, connecting changes. So, start of the fourth quarter, Ohio State up 7-0. Last time, Texas scored in 3 quarters.
Yeah, they do. Just because what Peyton and Eli did. I mean, Eli did beat Tom Brady twice. Ain't nobody else say that. And I ain't talking about just beat him twice. Beat him twice in the Super Bowl.
Controls the running game. Whoever wins the running game will win this game. And it's interesting because
I ain't gonna say the NFL. Might be the Browns.
Ohio State more methodical, 25 carries, 63 yards, 2.5 per carry. But it seems like when they need a crucial yard or two on short yardage situations, Ohio State has been able to get it. First down to 43. But there is a flag.
Man, look here. Them people delusional.
first, what I would call kind of a first game style penalty, mechanic style penalty that we've had all game. It's actually been fairly clean. That's their first penalty. I know Ohio State, again, this is an SEC crew here, so if you're wondering, like, what conference is officiating tonight, today it's an SEC crew led by David Smith. It's the first flag on Ohio State. Very disciplined performance by the Buckeyes. First and 15. Donaldson again, following his blocks. Donaldson. This time he picks up 8. And great blocking here up front. They're again going to pull some guys around. You got tight ends coming around. And then Donaldson is just going to try to get patient and be right behind those guys. So Bolo, the right tackle. You've also got Will Kesmerick, a really nice block.
Ohio State running their ball way better.
Probably the best blocking tight end in the country. Granted, that's probably some bias coming from his own coaches, but Kesmerick is a guy they really trust in that run game as a blocker from the tight end position. 7-7 of the 40.
Got him. He dropped. No, he caught it. I turned my head. He had bobbled it. Wow.
He's able to get behind the defense, and Jalen Gilmore is just trying to catch up. Falls a little underthrown. How about the double catch? Gilmore gets there, backs that ball away initially, and takes on catching a second time, and he's able to haul it in the end zone. I said he was going to make a crucial play for a crucial target.
Oh, he didn't give me the foul ball number tonight, Ron. Hey, y'all don't play. Let me win the power ball. Y'all do not play. Yeah, he caught that thing. Watch it. I put it up. Yeah, that was crazy. That. What ticket you? Oh, Powerball. Hey, if any one of y'all win, all I need is a meal, and I'll be cool. 1 million. That's all I need. What nephew you got that play who? Oh, Tate. They could win that chat. Well, they're going to pin on that quarterback play. Hold on.
Just a number. It's a temp check. If I'm here, it's cold, and I'm just getting warm. I'm just come chains to chains, I freeze and rise. I throw like a storm under Cleveland skies. Call it what you want, I'm built to lead. 12 degrees and I don't miss a beat. frozen ropes with a gold link. Ice around my neck, game on lock. Touchdown pose like I own the block. Cleveland snow, that's light to me. I've been cold since the HBC. 12 degrees.
Over the number one ranked Texas Longhorns. Well, that is the longest day in the game for either team. Cardell Tate with that 40-yard touchdown. And Texas brings it out of the end zone. Wiseman. He turns against to the 15. Puts that team coverage.
You better do something.
Texas is going to find something right now. I mean, shut out for 3 quarters.
I be saying it right before they say it. They're crazy. Like they read my mind. I'd be a commentator. They should have did it in the first quarter. They got these 2 receivers way down here at the bottom of the number.
Quick update for the Buckeyes defensive end. Kenyatta Jackson has been ruled out for the rest of the game. He was walking on his own, but of course, clear disappointment on his face. But on the positive, Gus, watching Julian Sam come off the field after that huge touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good play.
Thank you, Jenny. Second down and 4. Another running play. Texas close to the first down. But how about saying that was his second career touchdown pass? His first was to Bennett Christian against Western Michigan last year. And Cardell Tate, he loves playing against Texas. Had a career high 7 catches for 87 yards in last year's series.
That boy about failed.
For the Longhorns, as Wiseman gets out of bounds. Good run by Weiser. There was nothing there in the middle, and he was able to bounce it all the way out to his right side. Shows you some of that speed. He gets out of bounds and create another first down and a little momentum and a little rhythm here for the Texas offense. They're doing it all on the ground right now. This is just not a lot of motion, not a lot of creativity, which you would normally see from the start. Just a lot of straight run game.
The game going to OT. I ain't saying nothing.
Drop by Lorenzo Stiles Jr. How about Lorenzo Stiles Jr.? He got his degree in April, and his father, Lorenzo Stiles Sr., came back and got his degree in April as well. So both Lorenzo Sr. and Lorenzo Jr. graduated at the same time. Very cool. He gets to play with his brother, Sonny, who's the linebacker. And love that brother. 75. Nice blocking by Texas.
He gotta score on this drive. He got to. Cause they're gonna run out of time. Cause Ohio State gonna run that ball when they get it back. Oh, intercepted again. It's over with. He done. They're gonna talk about him bad.
That was Matthews. He steps in front. Styles trying to keep that one off his word. I'm sure they'll take a look.
Nah, he might have caught it. Yep, he caught it.
At AT&T, we guarantee our network, so you can watch the game together, even from your way.
Hold on, I know I keep getting up, but hold on.
Touchdown pose like I own the block. Cleveland snow, that's light to me. I've been cold drip too cold, even snow on the cleats. Say pressure bust pipes, not to shine me. 12 degrees, but the world's still behind me. Game on ice like a glacier scheme. Chain too heavy for the Nike team, but I move like steps too divine. Every pass perfect, every moment mine, yeah. Oh, 12 degrees, ice in the play. Gold on my neck, got the dog pound weight. AP time, no sled on the face. 12 on my back, I control this place. Oh, 12 degrees, still throwing that flame. Oh, froze it out, but I melt again. 12 ain't just a number. It's a temp check. If I'm here, it's cold, and I'm just getting warm. I'm just come chains to chains, I freeze and rise. I throw like a storm under Cleveland skies. Call it what you want, I'm built to lead. 12 degrees and I don't miss a beat. Yeah. Shader, Cleveland cold, but I was colder before I got here. 12 degrees, cold. 12 on the back, wrist on frost. AP dancing like it know what it costs. Pressure in the pocket, I don't even blink. Throwing frozen ropes with a gold link. Ice round my neck, game on lock. Touchdown pose like I own the block. Cleveland snow, that's like to me. I've been cold since the HBC. 12 degrees, ice in the play. Gold on my neck, got the dog pound weight. AP time, no sled on the face. 12
Yeah, it hit the ground.
Not in the hand, and then it's going to go through to the ground.
What my computer charging?
Actually, when it hits the ground, but really use the ground to try to complete the catch, and that's the right decision in replay to reverse it.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. That's a terrific job by replay. Matthew McConaughey.
Freedom of speech at the beautiful part.
We got a second chance. Thank you, Mike. Second down and 10 at the 43. Longhorns dodge a bullet. Now Manning under center. Here's the reverse. Wingo. With a seam and a hurdle. Into the play by May Matthews. Now that looks different. You see that speed right there in the burst and the explosiveness. You just kind of hold your breath when Wingo touches the ball. He needs to touch it more here in the fourth quarter. Finger off straight ahead after the 8-yard gain and pick up a first down with Weiser. If you're going to take a shot, it has to be to number one, Wingo, because he can get over the top of the defense.
Well, he ain't been getting there. He ain't been getting there.
You start looking at those low reverses like we just saw, getting some wide receivers involved in the screen game.
No, they ain't gonna do that. That's why I said that the difference. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna judge Arch or one bad game. And he threw 2 interceptions.
More 14-yard gain. There we go. Now we're starting to get into being a play caller here, creating the momentum for his team. A reverse, a screen pass, getting some formations going, movement in the.
Nah, Artman done. Artman ain't playing that good. Nope.
You can see him working on that play sheet here. We'll see what else he can dial up as they get inside the red zone. First down to 10 at the 16-yard line for Texas. They get close. Manning, straight ahead run. Trying to fight forward and does. 4-yard gain. That series, Sonny Styles had not been in the game. I believe he was in the 10th on the sidelines being looked at after that review, and now backing again, the captain of this defense in there with the block.
In the red zone, though. Let's see. They were down there before. They should have. I don't know why they tried to quarterback sneak.
Inside. The 10. The 3. Bills making the tackle. You know, you got 2 possession game, 8:30 left. This is 4-down territory here, so Sutton's got to be thinking to himself, he's got 2 play calls. You can still keep it on the ground. Remember last year, Arch was their especially short yardage quarterback. We'll see if they get 16 either out of the pocket or involved in the run game here. 3rd down and 3 at the 9. Riser, the lone setback. Motions. Manning. Looks. Underneath. And he complete. Wingo. That ball got that sauce on it. And it's run. Now where do you go? They looking at his defense, trying to get another 4th down.
Hey, it's gonna be.
Already done here in this game. The opposite goal line on 4th and goal. Here 4th and 3.
Nah, no news about Shiloh. Nah. 19.
From the 9, 4th down. Longhorns need 3.
Got timeout.
We'll take a break. 4th and 3 coming up. 8:02 to go in the 4th. Texas. Threatening. Actually, we'll stay here.
Never mind, we staying here.
So now you got a 4th down. Yes. Over there, and you start thinking about what has been successful today if you're Texas. Conversely, Matt Patricia for Ohio State, the new defensive coordinator, comes from the NFL. What's he dial up in a specialty situation like this? You looked at the film over the course of last year where Texas had the most success against Ohio State, and that's actually continued into today, even on this series, is getting the ball into the short side of the field. That would be to their left, whether it's a screen over there, run the football in that direction, get the tight end open on the left side, or you can get that right-handed quarterback Gus on the move to the right side, get him out of the pocket. He can run it, he can throw it, give him the choice. Texas 1 for 3 on 4th down conversions today. 4th down to 3 at the 9. Manning in the end zone. Incomplete. He had a receiver, Parker Livingstone, just couldn't hold on. Great coverage by Davis and Introduction.
I don't know about their play calling, though. But he done made some bad decisions.
Just out of reach of Livingstone. Introduction came back. Matt Patricia put him in coverage 1-on-1. And the winner goes to the Buckeyes on that 4th down.
Hilton brings you new ways to stay, so you can relive it all. No matter where your tour takes you.
All I'm saying, Miss Chantel, they should have never been talking like that in the first place. So now they're gonna talk about art for a little while. But if he keep playing bad, then yo.
I actually have a lot of work that I need to do. Hi, what's your refund policy?
What's happening at Papa John's? Buy 2 large one top.
Yeah, I guess he heard you. Well, nah, I like Art Manning. I like Art Manning.
2 large one topping pizzas for $9.99 each. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
But what I'm saying is, you gotta live up to that hype. Good. Who gonna make what you do?
Get up to 22 hours of battery life with Snapdragon.
What is power? Is it control? Is it freedom? Or is it something primal? Maybe a better question is, how much of it can you handle? In every GMC Sierra EV. Act now to get $7,500 EV federal tax credit on select Sierra EV models, or get 2.9% APR.
What's going on, Peace?
GMC Sierra EV Denali models.
Savage, come on, bro.
Real American Freestyle Hulk Hogan Tribute live tonight on Fox Nation.
14-0 Ohio State.
Yeah, the way they talking, but the way he playing, no.
This is Cosm in Arlington, Texas. It was sold out. Cosm is an immersive viewing experience. You can go, you can take all these extra cameras. You can see it's almost like IMAX theater where you get to go and experience the game from field level, almost as if you're in a movie theater. So Arlington, Texas, we see you. Shout out to you guys. Sold out down there, although I'm sure that there's a lot of unhappy spectators in Arlington, Texas right now watching this one with their team down 14-0. Not over yet. Ohio State running the football.
Nope, he dropped the ball.
I'm sorry, the Cosm? I have not. I've been intending to my boys. I got 13, 11, and 8-year-old boys, and they've been wanting to go to a game, but unfortunately, I can't take them to a college football game. Obviously, we're working, so I'm going to do it for Major League Baseball. I'm going to go to all sorts of different events and watch these games that are televised and any sport.
And it's 13 now.
He's 13, 8th grade. I knew when he was. No, two.
2nd and 5. At the 14. Say it. Hands it off. Donaldson power running. Looks like he's got a first down.
This is one of those series that it's all in the hands of the offensive line, number one, and then number two, the decision making of your quarterback. And you might take a shot at some point.
It ain't easy playing quarterback, but hey, you gotta come better prepared for these big games, though. Especially with that hype Art Manning got. He got to live up to that hype. Even though he ain't created, the media created it, and his last name created it, he looked like he folded under pressure. And that one thing he should do or don't do. When that pressure hit, he stay calm.
If they were able to shut out this Texas Longhorns team.
You know, I think that the shutout would maybe be like just an icing, as we'll get the announcement here from David Smith. But I think if you were to ask right, he just wants to win the game. That's a holding on the left guard for Montgomery. But I don't think he cares, you know, what it looks like or how they do it or who gets the credit or, you know, what stats are accumulated or not accumulated. If they win it, you know, 32-31 or 14-0. Doesn't matter to him. I think he would just say, we just want to go out there and get the W. But to answer your question more specifically, for us in this world of when we pontificate, we think about college football, we talk about college football, this would make Ohio State the clear number one team in the country if they're able to close the next 6 minutes out.
First down at 20 at the 10. Lillian Sayed. What a solid performance by this young man. Low snap, scoops it up, gets it away. This time it's Peoples fighting, and he'll get across the line of scrimmage and gain a yard. Clock continues to run. 5:40 and counting. Don't forget tonight. If you're up late, it's Saturday. You're allowed. Utah, UCLA, old school pack. 12:30
football. But let's call it mid-school. Because old school would be like Mount West, Pac-12, or even different than that. But this is, Pac-10 game. I can't wait to watch Nico Iamaleava, transfers from Tennessee, now the new quarterback at UCLA. And quietly, we've done these games for a long time. Because Kyle Whittingham, when you don't hear a lot about Utah, that's when they go well. They're pretty good.
Second down and 19 at the 12. Say it. Jeremiah Smith probably would have liked to stay in bounds on that play. Gain of 3. Clock. Continuing to run 4:50 and counting. Well, now they're just managing with these play calls, because what you would not want to do is put Julian Sand in a position where he's got a middle of the field read. And Coach touched on this in the pregame. You don't have a young quarterback throw the ball over the middle of the field early in the game because they're amped up, and any ball that sails over the head of a wide receiver has a chance to be turned over. So this ball's not going over the middle of the field, certainly. It might just be another run play, and they might rely on this defense here. Third down and 15. And it is another run play. Not a lot. As Donis gets to the 20. That brings up 4th down. Texas calls a timeout. 2 remaining for the Longhorns. 4:15 to go in the 4th quarter.
Fansda, special teams unit.
We got multiple punctures. They're going to suggest a crime of passion.
Because we have ourselves the flag planting.
Those Tech fans make me sick.
We gotta compose it.
Is that a duck? That's cool, Dr. Tupper.
That's not duck. That's a cat. And the mascot always.
Nah, I ain't missing nothing.
College football, it's up everything.
Well, y'all trolling me, bro. Y'all funny.
On the field, he's 12 of 21 today, 72 yards, no touchdown, and 1
Anyway.
reception. His longest pass, 15 yards.
I'm back. It was commercial break.
Now Joe McGuire in the punt from the 5. Netley back deep at the 44.
He blocked it.
McGuire gets it away. Netley at the 40 with fair catch.
Man, my mind went on, bro.
Reliable performer sponsored by AT&T Business.
The mayor trying to throw me hard.
You can count on, and it's been the Buckeye defense. Giving up only 233 yards to this Texas offense. A lot of us thought this offense was going to come in very high-powered with Artman at quarterback. Texas 1 of 4 on 4th downs. One of those inside the 1-yard line. They did get that takeaway, the big Jermaine Matthews interception. Igbinosun has been incredible on the outside. 10 tackles, a huge pass breakup on the 4th down. The secondary has been excellent, led by number 2, Caleb Downs. I haven't called his name a lot, because I think that's because Texas was so aware of where he was lining up. A lot of their play designs have gone away from number 2.
First down at the 40-yard line for Manning. Underneath.
But you in here laughing. All right. Yeah, they funny. Wait till I get them back. Over with.
Well, they were misaligned right there and got a very
I ain't getting enough beauty sleep.
Matt Patricia, new coordinator. We've got a few new pieces and a lot of new faces. There was only 3 returning starters from last year's group. Last year's group was so veteran. You guys remember these guys? All those guys up front, Jack Sawyer, JT Tuimomoau, Lathan Ransom at safety. These guys played a lot of football.
Can the defensive coordinator call a timeout? Is that allowed by the head coach?
Yeah. And I think that they only had 10 on the field. Because they had nobody over that slot receiver who ended up getting the football. Right.
12, 24? Nope.
Defensive coordinator, you're like, whoa. There's a huge hole in our defense. And
Nah, he ain't calling us to do it. Nah, they ain't calling us to do it. Yeah, tell him RG, it's over with. That Saturday he'll come out, over with.
It's Wingo. Big reception, 29 yards. Beautiful throw. That was the best throw of the day by far. And he was in rhythm. You notice he just hitched up.
That was his bad throw.
Right down the seam. First down, Manning again. the sideline, and Weiser gets out of bounds. Only a two-score game. There's plenty of time here with 2 timeouts left. Got to get a quick score here. Got to work quickly, obviously, but still plenty of time. 2nd and 5.
Ain't no plenty of time. They got to score twice.
Tried to put that one in a shoebox.
But the thing is, they've been in the red zone twice and didn't get no point. None. That part on the coach, too, though.
Something for all his skill position players to get them the right matchup or in the right area for a big play. 3rd down and 5 of the 27. And
Yeah.
right side of that offensive line. It might have been Baker again. Their 3rd false start today. Crowd has been electric. They've been on their feet. It has been loud. Here's the right tackle, 73, Brandon Baker. There's that rock back in his stance. And they'll back up 5 yards. 3rd down and 10 at the 32. Obviously, 4-down territory for the Longhorns. Archway. Guns it.
Got him.
Texas.
He had to take a shot.
Longhorns are on the board. 32 yards. What a battle at the end of this play. Jermaine Matthews is going to be in coverage man-to-man against Parker Livingstone, and they said he had a great camp, a terrific worker, and he continues to work on this route and just finish the play right at the end, getting some separation, getting back to the ball around Jermaine Matthews Jr. and getting the touchdown.
Well,
Strike from Texas and right back in this ballgame.
PC talking about OT. They got to get a stop when they go back on defense.
Texas still with life. 3:28 to go, 4th quarter. Trying to make this a 7-point game. Longhorns with 2 timeouts left. Ohio State with 1. This is not a guy that during the summer, I was doing a lot of prep for is Parker Livingstone, but so we take another look. They're trying to confirm this in replay and just make sure he had control before that ball. Looks like he had it. I think he does. That right hand looks like it's on, although there was a little shift in that ball. I think they're going to take a further look at this.
Got a ball right there when he hit the ground and moved.
Other review, you have to have control, and then the ground can't help you make the catch. And I think that's going to be tough to overturn, but I can certainly see why they're making another look. That's kind of in his forearm. They might overturn that.
Nah, it don't look like it moved that much.
Yeah, we're looking at it in here also. Listen, he has firm control when he gets to the ground, but one thing is when he turns over, the ball shifts to the other hand. So there is some movement there, and I'm not going to be too surprised if they do overturn this. Is it enough to overturn this? That's what they have to look at.
Hey, it depends on, first of all, they count their touchdown, and then they got to get the ball back. I think Juju going to play next week anyway, but they shouldn't struggle.
It really should be a catch. But letter of the law, they might turn this. I just want to remind everybody, you're wondering who's officiating this game. I've said it several times, just so you know. It is an SEC crew and SEC replay. So this is being looked at back in Birmingham, and Arch is trying to help those guys back in Birmingham. Like, come on, guys, it's a catch. That's a tough look. Yeah, the ball definitely gets to the wrist, Gus, and that's a technicality. And just a giant play because they needed that fast score in a 2-possession game. Here it comes.
After video review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
I kind of like it as well. I mean, listen, it's a great move by Livingstone. He's able to secure that ball. Hold on's went through the end of the catch, and it's a touchdown for the Longhorns. What a strike, too, from Arch. A couple of good throws on that series. Down the seam to Wingo. He gets Wingo down the seam, and then right down that right side, he's able to find Parker Livingston. Mason Shipley goes in to attempt the extra point.
Yeah, that's a touchdown. Let's see what that defense do. Now look out, 2 timeout left.
3:28 to go in the fourth. Archmedic starting to find himself. 14-7 Buckeyes.
How's it going, Angela?
AT&T's internet works in minutes. It's so easy a baby could do it.
Wait the next week. They're gonna talk about it after the game. They're gonna talk about him after the game. Especially if they lose. Which is headed that way.
He's upset about internet.
14-7 Ohio State leads Texas. Archmedic leading the Longhorns down the field in about 42 seconds. A 4-play drive that covered 60 yards. And now, I mean, all the time in the world. One possession game, 14-7. Wonder for a moment, you know, there's that new theory in football about down 2 scores, 14. You know, going for 2 there. Start decides to get the extra point, and now all the pressure is going to be on Ohio State and that offensive line to try to close this thing out.
And ball here caught by Arnell Tate.
So there's three stoppages ahead for Texas. If you're looking at that, they've got the 2 timeouts. Gus. They've also got that 2-minute timeout. It'll happen in a minute 28. And
see what the defense do.
in this run game, and like I said, it hasn't been great. 30 rushes.
I don't rock with Bama.
3 yards a carry.
I'm rocking with Bama.
To try to close this thing out and bleed this clock out. If and when the opportunity arises, the guy that'll be trying to make a crucial throw is a man making his very first start for the Buckeyes, Julian Saint. Bucket 25, first down. Ohio State.
Can't wait to laugh at what? These folk trolling me?
They're trying to get big. 3 tight ends in the game. Only wide receivers, Jeremiah Smith out there on the edge.
Now the sound want to mess up. My speaker disconnected.
2-minute timeout coming as well.
They gotta get on. They gotta get out the field.
These guys at the line of scrimmage here not snap this ball until it gets inside of 5 seconds on the play clock. 50 backfield. That's what he got to see in the throw. It's traveling. And they're just covered. Wow.
They help Texas out.
Julian saying, but the clock stops with 2:39 to go in the fourth. And they're down at 10. This is a big one for both teams.
Me and Robinson done went to sleep 4 times. I ain't the only one think it bored.
I'd rather see him just run right there rather than just throw an incompletion that allows Texas to keep their second.
Who gonna be the upset? This game ain't gonna be no upset, right?
It's tough, but there's a million things going through that young quarterback's mind right there. But not throwing an incompletion is one of them. And just run up and try to knock
I'm gonna trip when I get in money mode. If they get this stop right here, it's gonna be a delay of game. No, he got it off. He didn't get it. Timeout.
And what a tackle by Grayson Littleton, the freshman from Tampa. Boy, as advertised, number 29, right? Coaches raving in our meetings about Grayson Littleton. And a big tackle right there. And a crucial moment on a 3rd down. And the Texas
Let's see.
their timeouts.
This drive gonna make them or break them.
They'll have one in their pocket because of that incompletion, Gus, that Ohio State gave them. That's a free timeout for Texas. making a mistake there. Should have run that football.
As long as
So Arch Manning,
Ohio State don't run no fake.
one more shot at it. Joe McGuire, solid in punting game today for Ohio State. Back deep, Ryan Niblett. McGuire punting from the 15. Niblett at the 34.
Nah. You couldn't have went for that. Nah, not on your own side of the field. With a one score game, nah, you can't do that. You gotta punt.
How's this for drama? Arch Manning, the kid that's been in the spotlight since he was 14. We've all been waiting for this to see it. It hasn't gone great today. Nice series on the last series, but here he is taking the field against national champions.
If he win, yeah, our man to come back and pull that win, all gonna be irrelevant.
Watching his son. First down and 10 at the 15. Bailey throws it up. Wingo. It's up and he was open. But then he had pressure. He had him open. Pocket was collapsing a little bit, but that ball just sailing ever so slightly over Wingo's head. And this pass rush, although it was closing, there was a lot of time there for making in the pocket. And if Ohio State wants to get a stop here, I think they're going to have to try to affect this timing a little bit more. I would not be surprised to see them start to ratchet up a blitz or a pressure. Second down and 10 to 15. Landing again into the sideline.
Wow.
He caught it.
Yeah, he called it. That's why I said wow. It might be 2 minute one. Well, now the clock's going to stop with the first down.
Beautiful throw just over the outstretched arm of the corner, and as Lorenzo Styles is coming in to try to jar that ball loose, terrific catch by Andrews. First down at the 45, and that takes us to the 2-minute timeout. 14-7 our score. Ohio State with the lead, but Texas still with a fighting chance.
Yeah, they're going to say it's a pro throw.
Who's here? But your phone's there. Get up now, and your train of thought will get off track faster than a roller coaster going downhill. With two really big guys in the front.
What's it now? I can just mirror my phone from here.
Oh. Thought we learned something.
Michelin innovates on the
We better see it, they finna.
A manufacturing prosthetic leg
Oh,
belt
they
that allows for
were
greater flexibility of movement.
Appreciate you, boom.
Michelin, motion for
What
life.
grade you think? K Salt. You get K Salt. Probably a C plus.
Everyone gets what they want.
Yeah, I totally got that.
I'll give him a C plus.
Breakfast? Gotta do one of these. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing to.
That's just because, I mean, they were moving the ball, but they got stagnant at time. They ain't had no explosive plays like that. But the defense kind of kept them in the game early. But like when they first got out there and they scored a touchdown right after their turnover, I was like, okay, we good. Then they got stagnant. Yeah, I knew they would. Like, if the play ain't broke, ain't no need to fix it.
The #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
You give them a D. I said C plus just because it was his first game in a new offense at a new school on a big stage against a decent team. Like Georgia Tech ain't no FCS ain't no Division II school now. Georgia Tech is a good team. I ain't saying they Ohio State or Texas, but they better than a lot of them teams that's in the Big 12. I'll tell you that. Especially with your offense or your offense and defensive line being new and changing up the way they did. They ain't do too bad, and they kept the game close. They play hard every year, every game. I ain't gonna say every game, but they play hard every year. He throwing that ball in the dirt.
Third down and 5. 4 down territory. You got 2 in your pocket. So if you're the quarterback, you don't want to force the football. And then a great option here, in particular, if you start running through the seams, is the quarterback's legs. Third down and 5.
Let's see. 3rd and 5. Just think about it. It's supposed to be 28-14. Texas. Or at least 21. Look at that. Oh, my goodness. He ain't stopped it. He dropped that ball, man.
He had all sorts of room in front of him. This ball has got to be thrown out in front of him. Tough catch for Wingo to try to go back over the right shoulder. Down's the only player out there.
Yeah, he ball placement. He ball placement a little bad. What you standing up for? This is the game right here. He got it out. He caught it. He's short. It's over. It's over.
With the pressure unblocked from the offense's right side. Here's Hicks. Here he is. He's just going to come straight right through this right side, and the tackle never gets out there. Watch 11. He's right in the face of Manning, and Manning shows you some serious strength to get that ball out in the first place. But he gets it out. Injuries makes the catch. It's short, and the Buckeyes come up with another 4th down stop. I tell you what.
Jay Salt better than Manning. I'm telling you, man, I don't want to hear nothing about Art Manning better than Shador. I don't want to hear none of that. Hey, look here. Shador ain't never play that bad.
Over the left side, they're able to get in the end zone. 4th and goal, Manning stuffed. There you go. The game. Texas, another defeat in a big game inside the 5-yard line. The last time they played, Steve Sarkisian saw his team have 1st and goal from the 1. They were unable to punch it in against Ohio State. And again here today.
We gonna see. They're gonna make an excuse. Well, it depends on who you watch. This should do a stat. He had 2 interceptions. I mean, you can call the BYU game, the Alamo Bowl, but he ain't get no help. Only him and Travis were playing that game.
And the Buckeyes are a little over a minute away from defeating the #1 team in the nation.
But yeah.
And potentially becoming the #1 team in the nation. I would think so too.
They're about the only game last year.
A little time here. But as soon as this game clock hits 40, they can snap it. Don't need to drag off any other time. There we go. Now just a knee, and that's your ball game. That's it. A defensive gem. But in the end, the national champions prevail.
I'm telling you.
Ohio State defeats Texas.
Man, like Caitlin Clark are going to be all right, lead down here. Hey, look. What old ball coach you talking about? Yeah, they would have had 45 points. Y'all right.
I tell you, these defenses played well. Both of them, man. Both of them played great. Let's go upstairs to Jenny.
Coach Day, congratulations. I want to start with this defense.
Organella over there telling what happened to Shador. What do you say? Send it to me.
We did a great job. Our staff did a great job. I thought the playing coming in was excellent. They kept fighting. I can't say enough about these guys for the first game coming out and playing like this. It's just the start we got a lot to improve on.
They ain't gonna be disappointed.
On defense, really did a great job all night. A lot of respect for Arch and for Stark. And, they're gonna have a great season.
They found out in April. I told y'all it was collusion.
Oh, your quarterback. Let's talk about his debut. Julian Zayn and his composure. What impressive.
How he find out?
I really like his composure. We probably could open it up later in the game, but his first start, we didn't want to do that to him. But I think he could have handled it. This is a great start for him to win a game in his first start.
But you got to wait for Jeremiah Smith to lead.
I thought he took care of the football, and then what a start for him. But
5 or what coming?
For our team, it's a long season, so we got a long way to go. But I'm just proud of these guys. Gutsy win here to start.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
Let's head over.
I don't know. Texas they've been kind of overhyped since they've been in the SEC.
Just a moment ago, the last time you started a game, there were maybe 8,000 people there. You start here, first win, 100+ thousand against the #1 preseason team in the country. How do you describe it?
Yeah, it was an awesome atmosphere. Big Star fans out here. Defense played well. Offensive line played well. Just an awesome experience.
Your defense really stout all game long. What do you say about them?
I mean, I just can't say enough about Coach Fisher and the guys. Really just holding 7 points to Texas. It was.
They ain't moving that goalpost, man. They ain't gonna move it that far.
There was a lot of attention paid to your counterpart on the other side of the ball.
They don't hate him. They don't hate him like they hated Shador.
Yeah, I was just hoping people learn how to operate the offense. We had some great players out here. Receivers play well, running backs play well, line play well, and then obviously the defense.
Congratulations on a great way to start.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Gus?
Julian Zayn, victorious in his first start as the quarterback at Ohio State. Arch Manning.
Man, look. They better focus on who they got on their team right now. Wow.
Saying so long from Columbus, Ohio.
Oh, you meant you done with Ohio State. Shit, didn't play in the game. They did mention his name, though. That's what I said. That's probably the only bad game he had last year with BYU. Nah, the quality of passes, nah. He sure wouldn't read no defense because he really had 2 interceptions.
Depend keeps you drier than ever, so you can say yes to more than ever.
Yeah, it's crazy, though.
Depend, the only thing stronger than ever is you.
exact moment proves that your devices are listening to your stomach. The Jimenez family isn't happy. Battery issues are halting their game-day plans. But they went to AutoZone, where friendly AutoZoner, Jonathan, tests their battery and helps them find the right Duralast battery so they can get back. Now until September 22nd.
I always wanted to be a mom. You have to fight really hard. Nothing is ever over. And
Joe, when LeBron was elected, Shador was elected. I want to hear what they say about Art Manor, though.
a cuddler.
It's got no stack springs and a regret-free guarantee.
Yeah, it's going to be a little tough.
We furnish happiness.
The hardest part? Sit still.
At Wells Fargo, we get it. You started your business to spend time on the things you love, not banking. That's why we offer business checking.
But all right, they're going to do it. We're going to be back live tonight for the draft party. We doing the 20-man draft party tonight, 20 league draft party tonight. We're going live at 9 o'clock. The draft started at 9:15. It's going to be a doozy. This is my first time doing the 20-man league. Then we got the 12-man league draft tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Sunday night at 9 o'clock is the 12-man league. Tonight is the 20-man league. I need y'all to come through back strong. We're going to get hype in this thing, bro. I'm telling you. But I appreciate y'all for coming like always, even the trolling me with my eye closed. And the game was boring. And, yeah. I be getting up early trying to get y'all the content and all that type stuff. But y'all already know what time it is.
AP dancing like you know what it costs. Pressure in the pocket, I don't even blink.
Yeah. Slow panic. They doubted me. But time and time it was always perfect. Yeah. It's bigger than football. Started as prime son, now I'm out the shadow. Walk through the fire, now I lead with bravado. Cleveland lights bright, wrists on freeze. QB1 now, got the whole league on its knees. They called it hype, but I called it work. From Boulder to the Browns, had to prove my worth. Chains on heavy, but my focus precise. Ice in my veins, go hard under ice. I'm legendary, written in stone. Came from the two, now I sit on the throne. Ice on my wrist, but I stay in the zone. Got it out the mud, now I built it alone. Legendary, watch me go. Time and ain't locked, it's a gift I show.
in stone. Came from the 2, now I sit on the throne. Ice on my wrist, but I stay in the zone. Got it out the mud, now I built it alone. Legendary, watch me go. Determined ain't luck, it's a gift I show. This for the ones who said I was just a name. Now every city chanting mine, ain't that insane? This ain't